And she talked to her for a long
Give
time.
me the signal before we start. Well, hello. I'm here with Marie Cantonese and Ernest. They're a married couple, and they're gonna tell you a little bit about the organization and how they feel about what's happening here at Holley Patterson Extended Care Facility. Marie, can you introduce yourself to my audience, please?
Thank you. I've lived here for about 56 years, and as I was saying this afternoon, that this place really means an awful lot to me. And that started when I was young, when I was in my 30s. Here I am in my 80s, and I'm still standing here. It was wonderful to see Sammy Davis Jr. perform in the auditorium we were in tonight, as well as Lena Horne. And I guess I get a little worked up when I have all these wonderful memories. This piece of land that we're standing on has 64 open space acres, and the kids can play ball. We don't really have playgrounds. We are a minority community, so we don't have playgrounds. We don't have a swimming pool. We don't have a bicycle track. We don't have a place for them to roller skate or play ball. Our parks are too small. Our parks are restricted. No bicycles. Go look at the park. See all the signs that are hanging on the fence. So our kids don't go in that often. This tonight they are talking about taking down this beautiful building that I'm standing in front of. It was built in 1961, 1962. It was owned by the county and then sold to National Healthcare Corporation in
about 1990.
I'm losing it.
That's okay.
Yeah, but anyhow, I'm sorry.
It's okay. If you would like to take a moment, Ernest, would you please talk to my audience and tell them why your wife is so upset tonight after the meeting?
This beautiful piece of open space, maybe one of the very few that are left in Nassau County. It's got these historical buildings. The Fire Marshal building was the original Holley Patterson poorhouse. It was built, it's 100 years old.
Oh, yes.
And these buildings are all going to be torn down. They're going to put a new facility and put all sorts of housing and development that we don't really need or want.
At the meeting this evening, we were not given the chance to really ask questions. I wanted to know who the advisory committee was. Were the people really from Uniondale? The last time they had an advisory committee of 10 people, only 2 people were lived in Uniondale. I think Bishop Harris worked in Uniondale. Now he lives in Uniondale also. But I don't know who the people are or what places they went to. People did not get meeting notices, so I don't feel this is called a community meeting.
Well, I would have to agree with you on that, because I would have certainly have expected that all the people that live in Holley Patterson Extended Care Facility, as well as their family members, would have packed this place in outrage that they do not want this place torn down and redeveloped just so people can fatten their pockets.
That's right.
Is there something that you would like to say to the elected officials that will be viewing this segment? What message would you like to send to them about your outrage on the fact that these people that came in and had the meeting did not send notices to all the residents, and the questions were very limited? Actually, the guy that was speaking was very argumentative, and I think he acted very unprofessional tonight. What would you like to say to the elected officials that will be viewing this segment, Marie?
Well, I would like to say I'd love them to come take a look at the Holley Patterson if they haven't done that already. And I would like them to realize that this is the place for elderly people. There's picnic facilities in the back. I don't know whether they're in use now, but they were. Mr. Gianelli got a little upset when I started mentioning the returning veterans that were we had veterans here from the Vietnam War, and they had artificial legs and arms, and they used to play wheelchair races and wheelchair basketball. And this was the, they could do that in the back. There weren't people staring at them if they fell. And they fell many times, I know, because I was back there. The first time I made a mistake and went over to help one of them up, and he just cried. And so I know this is the kind of place where they can work out their problems. And we have no other place in Nassau County that they could do this. And they are going to put the veterans in the medical center. And if you're over at the medical center, you know that's not the place to put our veterans. And not only that, in a community like this, we have more boys go into the service because they are promised college and so forth. So it stands to reason that more boys are going to come home and need this rehabilitation and be near their families. So
I would have to agree with you 100%, Ernest. In closing, is there anything you would like to tell my viewers as well as the local politicians that will be viewing this segment on the Barbara Basket Show?
As Marie said, the politicians should come and see this beautiful piece of property that's going to be destroyed. It's just a crime against nature.
Well, you've heard it, viewers. So please, everyone that's going to be looking at this segment, please look into this matter personally and make sure that the residents that live here at Holley Patterson are protected and their rights are not violated. And this is Barbara Baskets telling you,